Action. I'm back, you back, we back. Just like it's fine how you already know, it's me, your girl P, your favorite bitch, and your favorite witch. Welcome to this week's episode of Postscript, also known as PS, the talk show. For our first segment, as always, is going to be P's favorite pieces. If you know me personally, you know I love a chocolate bar down, okay? I was with my friend a couple days ago, maybe last weekend or something like that. Came across this beauty. Me personally, Snickers with almonds will always be way better than regular Snickers. But this was something I'd never seen before. What do you mean Snickers with pecan? And me personally, I love a chocolate with a nut. I love a nut with a chocolate. Those two things just go together very well. But put this bad boy in the freezer, and that hoe did what it needed to do. So I am on the lookout for these now. I have not seen it since. But shout out to the Snickers people for putting pecans in that hoe. Another thing for pieces that I want to talk about is, what do they say in the industry? Sex sells. Because F is for freaky frog. I put a cute little picture of me up from, what was that, 4th of July or something, in my little hot girl swim. Views was going bananas. And I'm just like, oh, y'all saw a cute little picture of a girl in a baby suit. You said, oh, what's this? F is for freaky frog. Because sex sells. Y'all are insane for that. Last week's video went up. I was like, girl, what? I don't even have as many subscribers. What the fuck is going on? I know my core audience, right? Right. Questions I need answers. Is you ready for homecoming? Because it's in less than 30 days. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. It's in less than 30 days. What you want? What's happening? Now I got to figure out what I'm about to wear. It's now crunch time. I got to get all the logistics together, all the lodging together, all the planning together, all of that together. Whoop-de-doo. Homecoming is almost here. What pissed me off today? I don't really have anything specific, but I just want to talk about a big elephant in many rooms of women. I just want to talk about the unmitigated gall of audacious men, because why would you ever? I always say, like, I wish women shopped in the same store that men shopped in for audacity. I wish women shopped in that same store for confidence, because if women were as confident as men are audacious, bitch, we would be living in a different world. All right, for this week's Conscious Cunt, I do want to talk about the equinox that just recently passed. On the 21st of September, we did have the fall equinox. And equinox is basically when the day and the night have equal hours. Right? Right. And I think I was reading Channy's like little weekly newsletter, and she broke it down and was like equinox. Equal nox, night, equal time of day and night. Right? Right. And last week I kind of touched on it, but I didn't really get all the way into it when I was telling y'all about, you know, the two things that I kept hearing and seeing over and over again, which were a broken clock and drunk drawer. Because a broken clock is right twice a day, ho. Right? So you have to understand what in your life is that broken clock, because it only being right twice a day is not really helping you. You need to know the time for all the day, the whole day. And then the junk drawer analogy that I was using was like, you know, a junk drawer, when you clean it out, you might not get rid of everything because it'd be some good shit in there. But sometimes it just be a lot of filler, a lot of fluff. So you might got to clean that out. That relates back to that paint thinner analogy I was using. Taking the paint off of the object, but the object is still there. I also want to say happy Libra season to all the Libras. Shout out to my sister. Her birthday is coming up. Yeah, shout out to the Libras. I love y'all. Shout out to the lucky lion-ass Libras. Yeah, y'all are... Oh, and my dad's birthday is coming up, too. And damn, and Kira's birthday coming up. Yeah, I fuck with the Libras. Love the Libras down. So, with that being said, make sure that you check your balances. Check your scales in life. And make sure that reciprocity is what's happening. That what you're giving out is what you're getting back. And then the things that you may be overexerting into, cut it. That's it. On the 22nd of September, that did start Libra season, like I said, you know, shout out to all the Libras. But also on September the 22nd is when the planet Mars moved into the astrological sign of Scorpio. So Mars and Scorpio just gives law and order. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know why, but that's just what I heard when I was like, you know, listening to the tea about Mars and Scorpio and like writing down the script for this week's show. Mars and Scorpio is law and order. What's happening? What's not happening? Reciprocity. Let's figure it out. What am I putting into and I'm not getting back? And what am I maybe getting back that maybe I wasn't quite paying enough attention to pour more into that? So when I say law and order, I mean like it's time to address that thing that you're afraid of or you're avoiding, like very much that not checking my bank account kind of energy. Mars and Scorpio is saying, no, open the app. Look and see what you spent, how much you got, what's going on. When I say law and order, that's what I mean. So, like, I know the saying, like, you know, that's not my monkey or my circus. Identify your monkeys and your circus. Know that when it's your circus and not your monkeys, and know when it's your monkeys and not your circus. That's T. So that's what we were talking about, that, you know, that new regime. That it could be even a one-woman show, if you will. A one-woman review, if you will. The new regime and the new start don't have to be perfect, but they do have to be something that you are willing to actively participate in and to be present for, to continue to show up for that new start, for the changes and the new patterns and the new routines and the new choices and the new boundaries and the new decisions that you make that are going to lead into that new regime. You have to be consistent with those. And again, it don't have to be the small, it don't have to be the large things. Right now, we are focusing on the smaller things throughout the journey. So Virgo season was that prep and prepare that we talked about a couple episodes ago. And right now, Libra season is giving that tunnel vision that we also talked about a couple weeks ago. So in Virgo season, you should have been able to identify, you know, what you've loved, what you've lost, what you've gained, what you wish you had. And not only that, what you need. Now that we are in Libra season, it's focusing on the moves that you make so that you can make space and ways and opportunity for the things that you need. Because closed mouths don't get fed. You have to speak your truth, speak your boundaries, speak your desires. So with Mars and Scorpio and Libra season right now, it's giving a lot of blank slate energy. If you're a vision board person, I think this would be a good time to start to formulate a vision board for your 2026 or even for your last quarter of 2025. I know I was talking about the lock-in that the girls on the internet is talking about. So maybe this is a good time for you to participate in journaling, in scripting and prompts and, you know, vision boarding, like I said. But also be aware of the negative self-talk things that you may have been experiencing in Virgo season, because Virgo season is very much that perfectionism kind of thing. And when everything isn't perfect, you may start to speak negatively about yourself or have negative thoughts about, you know, oh, fuck, I should do this. Or because I do this, I ain't never gonna have, like, you know what I'm saying? So identify those things and how you've grown past them or how you want to grow past them, or so that you can get to a space where you don't have those kind of conversations with yourself anymore. And I just want to wrap up the episode by saying that my girl Pixie, Patrick with Pixie, shout out to her. She said, you know, a lot of people are chasing or choosing the past over a new start. So don't be one of those people. Have your new beginning. Walk firm in your new beginning and start your new beginning. It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be executed all the way 10 out of 10. It's just having the unmitigated gall, like I said, and the audaciousness to start. Even what they say, start afraid, start late, start by yourself, start, like, you know, start where you at. That's really all I got for this week. So make sure your law and order is in check. Make sure your life scales is in check, because that's the time of the year to be in. So thank you for coming. Please make sure you come back, like, comment, subscribe, share, turn the bell on, leave a comment. I think I already said that. But yeah, bitches be mad because they be hating, and bitches be hating because they be mad. Bye, y'all.